I hope I'm not the first one, but maybe if anybody wants to ask. You know, we always knew that this was a possibility, but, you know, I had talked to George a couple days ago with the possibility of what we would consider a plant, an infiltrator into the jury. And when we heard the verdict today, you know, I recalled that quote from James in his notebook about a dark night rises. Well, I was hoping to come back and say a dark night rises followed quickly a pale joker plummets. We didn't get that. So I'm thinking a dark night rises and infiltrates the jurors. You know, I read the jury questionnaires and they go into great depth and detail about the possibility of death and how they could handle that. And when you look at every stage of the verdicts, it doesn't support backing out at this stage, at the very final verdict. It doesn't make sense, and I don't believe it. We still have to abide by it. We have to accept it. And there's those of us that believe, you know, he may be killed in prison, which would probably happen sooner than if he were sentenced to death. However, we just have to deal and accept it. So, when it came to victim impact the other day, the judge.
24. John Larimer, 27. Matt McQuinn, 20. Alexander Teves, 24. Rebecca Wingo, 34. And you've seen all of those people in this courthouse, and you got to hear their story about how that guy tried to take their lives back on July 20th, 2012. Nothing about the jury's sentence changes what happened to them or how it impacts their families. And I don't want you to leave here thinking that this today is about something other than them, because it isn't. 24. John Larimer, 27. And while I am disappointed at the outcome, I am not disappointed with this system, and I'm not disappointed with this process. I thought death, I still think death is justice for what that guy did, but the system said otherwise, and I honor that. I'll respect that outcome. That whole sentencing phase has been about those 12. There are 70 others